Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Someone's in the Kitchen with Maxwell. Today we're going to be making stuffed bell peppers. You'll need a cooking tray, a large pan, a wooden spoon, some tin foil, a mixing bowl, a measuring cup, some paper towels, Pam, Hamburger Helper, the actual bell peppers, mozzarella cheese, milk, and of course the star of the show, beef. Right, we're going to start by breaking up the beef. Right, open front package, plop all that in there, and break it up. Now, a lot of people might add salt or spices, but there's going to be plenty of flavor in this as it is, so I'm just giving this its first general breakup. Now we're going to spray the pan with some Pam and get the fire going. Now we're going to brown up the beef and break it up. As you can see, it's in these still very large pieces. Sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. And using our wooden spoon, just gonna get these onto little bits. So you can see it's already starting to brown up very quickly, but it just needs a little bit of time to get to where it needs to be. And as it cooks, you're going to want to further break up all these little bits into even smaller bits so it all cooks nice and evenly. Make sure it's all actually cooked. It takes a little bit of time to do, but it is totally worth it. Alright, so it's looking good, and we're just going to turn off the flame for a minute because we need to drain the fat out of this, and that'll just take a second to do. We're going to line the mixing bowl with paper towels and get as much of the fat out of this as we can, and I just have to do that off camera because I only have so many hands to do this. Alright, as you can see, it's still very hot. We're going to pat down the beef and get the fat out of this bad boy. Alright, so I put the beef back into the skillet, and now we're going to add in 3/4 of a cup of water and 2.5 cups of milk. You'll just have to trust that I'm putting in the other half cup of milk after this. Alright, I thought it was recording when I was putting the milk in because it's very satisfying to watch, but it turns out it wasn't. So turning the skillet back on, and we're going to add in the noodles, and then we're also going to add in the special sauce. Alright, now we're adding in the noodles. Well, bam, let's give this all a quick stir. Now, ideally, after we put the sauce in, you're going to want to put a cover over your pan if you have one. I got this pan separate from the rest of my cooking ware, so this doesn't have a lid to it. But if you don't have a lid, you can just leave the flame on very low and occasionally stir. Alright, let's add the sauce. And the sauce is just a powder at this point. Solve it. And then we mix that in. This is what gives it its stroganoff-y goodness. Alright, so as you can tell, it's starting to simmer a little bit. Periodically stir. And while this is doing its business, you can set up the bell peppers part of this meal. As you can see, I've done over here. I have the tray ready. Already sprayed it with Pam, and I cut up the bell peppers. Now, if you're concerned about these being spicy, apparently it's only the green ones that are spicy. The rest of these just taste like crunchy water. Look at how nice that looks. The sauce is congealed, and the noodles are cooking. And you'll be able to tell it's done by testing the noodles, as you would with normal pasta. Just making sure that part's cooked through. And once that's done, then we can turn off the fire and then add them to the bell peppers. Alright, so the Hamburger Helper is done. Let it cool off for just a minute or two while I was just setting up the camera, which is fine. And now we're going to stuff these bell peppers up. Using a little spoon instead of the wooden spoon, just so I can have a little more control about how much goes in each of these. And they'll totally be leftovers, so who knows, maybe next time I'll be making a Hamburger Helper quesadilla. That sounds good, doesn't it? Oh, it looks like they'll have little blankets. Alright, now we're going to heat up the oven to 425. 425, there we go. Alright, let's try it. Start by giving a nice cut down the middle. Want to try to get a little bit of all of it at once. You can see it's slipping and sliding a little bit, but that's okay. Stab. All right. Oh, good. There's a good mixture of crunchy and cheesy and savory. Yeah. I might have been able to let the cheese go for another minute or two, but I'm happy with it. So, let me know what you thought of this meal in the comments below. Let me know how your version turned out. That's what I really want to hear. And until next time, be sure to like and comment and subscribe and turn on notifications and share and tell your friends and all the things. But until next time, I'm Maxwell, and this has been Someone's in the Kitchen with Maxwell. And I'll see you again next time.